That's heavy AF. So, I've gotten myself a new toy for the garage. Not necessarily a toy, a 3-ton jack. Must-have kind of tool for the garage. I needed a way to raise and lower the car, especially when I need to do the subframe. So I ordered myself straight away the jack, so that way I can actually get to finish the work on replacing the subframe. I have my shiny one ready to go. I do have a bunch of bolts and stuff like that I got that I will probably refresh underneath the car. So rather than using the ones that are already there, replace them with the ones that I have here. So I have a whole box full of bolts. I have ordered the Lambda Sensor from the last time I was here. I've ordered the Lambda Sensor and I've gotten a new what's it fucking called? Lambda Sensor and I got a gasket as well for the exhaust pipe after the cat. So that thing disintegrated. What I think happened, why my subframe is so rusted along with the gasket, is that in Leipzig last year there was a big rain, lots of thunder and lightning, but there was a lot of rain, and I think where the Panda was sitting, the drains were kind of filled up with all the leaves and stuff from the trees, so it caused the rainwater to stick around for much longer and not drain out properly. And so I think that rain caused the subframe to start rusting over time. So I'm glad that I do have Panda here, and fortunately enough I have this subframe here. It does make me wonder about the rear subframe though, and the condition of that on the car. I may replace that in the future and make a video of it as well. Let me know in the comments if that's what you would like. I can definitely make a video on it. Another thing ideally I would like to do before I go to the TUV is cover up the holes for the intercooler pipes to hide them away properly. So I know I have my old kind of covers, but I thought maybe I could try and 3D print something using the 3D scanner to get some measurements, dimensions, shapes, or geometry I should say. Get some geometry from the 3D scanner. Yeah, print something kind of like nice and clean and make it look OEM almost. There is another thing I would like to do with Panda and remove these little kind of grill and make like holes in the grill to allow more air into the car. So I have my bonnet scoop, of course, which allows a lot of air in, but I've actually been contemplating on removing it, well, at least replacing the whole bonnet, because the bonnet's pretty much useless with this giant hole in it. But replacing it and then adding smaller vents to allow air out of the car. So more air in here. And I know there is like a thing that kind of like would cause the air to stop flowing in here, but I might make holes and stuff to allow more air circulation through the engine bay and out. Yeah, seeing as I've had this, it's made the whole engine bay filthy. It's covered with dirt and stuff like that, and rain and everything. So it'll be nice to kind of cover it up. You know, I tried this style. I like the look of it. It looks very aggressive. It makes everything really dirty here, kind of unnecessarily. So I'll probably replace the bonnet and make some smaller holes of some sort, venting out hot air from the car. Yep, so I'm gonna get changed because I have a sweatiest... Yeah, it's just very sweaty. I'm gonna get changed and I'm gonna start opening this bad boy and show you what's inside and show you how cool it is. I did get a bit of a sneak peek already and it's actually really badass. I really like it. It looks very high quality. Arribos. I got this on Amazon in Germany and it cost about 130 euro. So it comes in in 2 boxes. It does come in 2 packages. You get a couple of rubber mats, which is great, replacements. You get wheel 1, another, ooh, that's a very nice mat. So you get 3 different mats. I guess maybe, oh, I think this one is for the back wheels to move around on maybe or something. That would be very interesting. I could read the instructions. Some nuts and washers. I'm guessing that's to connect the wheels. So here are the 2 front wheels. And we've got the 2 rear wheels. So yeah, I feel like these would go on here like that. So it moves around and stuff like that. I could be wrong. just not to damage the ground. But yeah, I can read the instructions and find out. So yeah, we've got the 4 wheels. Then here we have the handle for lifting and lowering the jack. So this is pretty cool. They give you like a nice rubber handle at the top. So you connect that. It's got like a little springed button. I didn't have that on my previous one. Choose! The neighbors are very friendly around here. Now, here we have our instructions in lovely German. Google Translate will help with that. And here we have the actual bad boy. Check this out. Looks beautiful. This is a 3-ton jack. It's huge, and it is like a low riding one in the sense that like it should fit under my car very easily. So I'm very happy with this. Only 130 euro. I feel like that's quite a bargain for something like this. I know you can get like beta ones and what else? Yeah, you can get a bunch of... Oh, is this a magnet? I wonder if this is a magnet. Don't know. It could be a magnet. I'm not sure. But you could throw your bolts in here when you're jacking up your wheels and stuff like that, or jacking up your car. But let's pull it out, assemble it, and see how all of this looks together. Go into the instructions just to make sure I put all the correct washers in the correct places. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't have anything to use for the C-clips. I don't have the correct tools for that. So I gotta see if I can just try and manhandle it into place. I got one in. Now let's do the second one. I don't think I'll show how I did it because it's a bit not good. But it worked for now. And there she is. One beautiful 3-ton hydraulic jack. It's lifting me up pretty well. Alright, now that we have the jack up and running, looks like a microphone. Sing! I can't sing. That's okay. So now that I have the jack up and running, I'm gonna lift up the car a little bit and reorganize how I have the jack stands underneath the car sitting. So the car is much higher and definitely a lot safer. Not going anywhere. Good. Okay, so time to get to work. Taking out the subframe. I'm gonna start off with removed that was covering that area, so it should be pretty straightforward. Seems like the wishbones are in decent condition. Straight out of the car. They're perfectly fine. I hope, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. And that's the subframe out. So as you can tell, it's like, it seems to be just surface rust. The paint kind of came off sitting around, but overall it's not too bad. But I think it's good to have this out and replace it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is out of the way. That was a lot of work, but finally, now to put in the shiny new one. Here we have the two subframes side by side. This one was, the paint was peeled back and a new fresh coat of paint was applied. Weather kind of protective paint, which is great, very ideal. The only problem is that some of the nut holes were painted as well, so it might be a bit of a pain to kind of penetrate the paint with the bolts through that. I do have a kit for tapping, but I don't know if I have that particular size, but we'll see. It's not the end of the world if we can't get that. That's just for the wishbones anyway for now. I've taken the notch out here on the frame. As you can see, I had it all welded up and everything. The same people that did the coating did that welding job, and I gotta say, it's fantastic. It's a really nice job. They covered it up really well, and it seems completely factory. It doesn't look like it was something that somebody had done. So you can see the difference there. One thing that I did notice between the old versus the new is the holes for holding in the plastic. So you can see here it did used to have bolts, but they snapped off at some point in time, and somebody just replaced it with extra holes. But these holes aren't on this subframe. So I'm gonna have to tap it, make new holes, so that way I can put the plastic onto the car. So the bolt is like weathered away so much. You can see like chunks of metal missing. And that's just because water accumulates in here over time and then just corrodes and eats away at this. So yeah, just to be aware for these bolts, it's not a bad idea to replace them when you're doing the subframe swap. I can't actually drill out these holes because I don't have my drill here. I really should get a separate drill for the garage, but I don't have anything to cut with. That's kind of sad. Oh well. You can see how nice and crispy it is down there. Just to give you an idea of the subframe. Yeah, it's surface rust mainly, but still, I wouldn't really want to have this on for the rest of the car's life, which is hopefully forever. So yeah, I've actually managed to tap through the bolts with the paint all over them. Every bolt goes in perfectly fine. Now, the reason why I'm not putting it in now is because I need the drill to drill the holes and then tap them for the plastic trim that goes underneath the car. So I'll probably leave it at that for today. Oh, I also, what I didn't mention, so I did snap a bolt on whilst taking off the anti-roll bar. Next weekend I'll come back here and I'll tap the holes on the subframe, bringing the drill, and put it back in, drop the car back. Oh no, I can't. Oh, actually that's perfect, because next week I should get the Lambda Sensor and my gasket for the exhaust. So then I can hang the exhaust, double check my back box to make sure that it does have a marking for quality assurance. That'll be that. That'll be everything buttoned up, and put the plastic trim underneath the car. I'm gonna replace the Pandapter with the ones that I make nowadays, because my one is like kind of Tony Stark version 1 piece of crap. It works, there's nothing wrong with it, it's perfect, but I think I will replace it with a proper Pandapter. Or I might rewire the loom to make it look like it's completely OEM. We'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. Thanks for watching, guys. This was actually a bit of fun and a lot of hell at the same time. I'm covered in dirt. Okay, take care, I'm off. Bye, till next time.